Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our board meeting in our new location. If you could have a roll call, please, Mr. Hill.
Howard here. Mr. Demakia?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
Present.
Mr. Sturgill?
Here.
Mr. Williams?
Here. At this time, we will have the Pledge of Allegiance, student-led. Someone can introduce our guests.
Good evening. Tonight we will have a student from Toni Morrison Elementary School who will lead the Pledge of Allegiance. Danelise Rivera is a fifth grader and is the daughter of Jose and Brooke Rivera. She has two siblings, one brother Isaiah, who's a seventh grader at General Johnny Wilson, and Jalissa Rivera, age 2. Danelise's extracurricular activities include vice president of our student council. She plays basketball for the Lorain Titans, softball for Lorain, and is in our fitness club at Toni Morrison. After the pledge, Danelise will speak about Hispanic Heritage Month. Want to come on up?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hello everyone, my name is Danelise Rivera and I'm going to tell you about some very important people of Hispanic heritage. All these people inspire me to do my best and to help others. They make me proud to be Hispanic. First, I'll start off with Dennis Chavez, a Mexican American. As the United States Senator, he fought to stop discrimination of workers based on their race, religion, or ethnic background. He also helped establish the Fair Employment Practices Commission. He was a senator for 27 years. Next is Antonio C. Novello, a Puerto Rican. In 1999, she became the first Hispanic person and woman to become a Surgeon General, the chief doctor in the United States. She campaigned for better health care for children and brought attention to the problems of alcoholism, smoking, AIDS, and violence. Now I'll tell you about Dr. Ellen Ochoa, a Mexican American. In 1993, she became the first Hispanic woman ever to go into space. It was a 9-day mission aboard the shuttle Discovery. In 2013, she became a director of NASA's Johnson Space Center, also the first Latina to hold the title. Last but not least is Roberto Clemente, a Puerto Rican. He was the first Puerto Rican voted most valuable player while playing for the Pittsburgh Pirates. He brought attention to the excellence of Latin American players in the Major League Baseball during the 1960s and the 1970s. Sadly, he died in a plane crash while taking earthquake victim supplies on New Year's Eve in 1972. He was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1973. He once said, "If you have a chance to help others and you fail to do so, you're wasting your time on this earth." And thank you for your time.
Hey, Danelise.
I have a question. What was the name of the Surgeon General?
Antonia C. Novello.
Do you know who her husband was? A Lorain High graduate, Joe Novello. So there's a Lorain connection. She came here a couple of times, and she was the first woman. Yeah. Very good. Thank
Nice
you.
job. Danelise, you want to introduce your family? Everybody came out to cheer for you?
Yep. You want to introduce them or you want me to? Go ahead. You want to introduce your mom and dad?
My mom is Brooke Rivera, and my dad is Jose Rivera.
And Jalissa's over there happy.
My sister is Jalissa Rivera, and my brother
She's smiling now.
There she is.
my brother is Isaiah Rivera.
Should be doing the flag.
Nice job.
Okay, and this is a certificate of appreciation. It says this certificate is awarded to Danelise Rivera for your active participation leading the audience with the Pledge of Allegiance at the Lorain City Schools Board of Education meeting.
Nice job.
Joe?
And Annalise, I have a question for you while Mr. Bach's getting his camera ready. He's gonna take a picture, all right? One quick question for you, Annalise. We're all gonna join behind you in a couple of seconds, gonna get a group picture, but while he's digging out his camera, you went behind the podium and read about a lot of people that impressed you. 40 years from now, when people read about you, what are they gonna say? What do you want to accomplish?
To be the best I can be and to help others and to make the world better.
Help others. You nailed it with your last one. It's what life's all about, taking care of other people. Nice job.
Right.
Thank you.
Very good.
It is that simple.
It's a superhero thing.
Exactly. Yep, picture? Yeah.
Watch the glare off of Sturgill's head there.
I know.
Everybody look here.
This time, do we have the first hearing of the public? I like that.
Steve Mack, the surgeon.
So moving on, I need a motion to approve or amend the signed minutes from the meeting from September 19th. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Demakia? Yes. Mr. Ballard? Yes. Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yes. Any old business? This time, report recommendations of the treasurer.
I have nothing other than I will have the forecast to approve for the next meeting.
Fantastic. This time, report and recommendations of the superintendent.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. And first, I would like to add 2 items to the agenda. I'd like to walk them on. The board has them. It's 10.08 and 10.09.
May I have a motion to walk on 10.08, 10.09?
Second.
Discussion?
We don't have, I don't see it here.
Keep a copy.
We can share it.
Put it in the packet. Do we know?
I don't think so.
Okay.
What is this one?
I'll
Music and a subteacher.
You'll review it when we get
do you have an
there.
extra for me so I can read it, please?
Roll call, please.
Mr. Ballard? Yes. Mr. Sturgill?
Yes.
Mr. Demakia? Yes. Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
I would like the board to consider for approval 10.01 to 10.07.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Demakia? Yes. Mr. Ballard? Yes. Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
I'd like the board to consider for approval 10.08, hiring Josh Behringer, music teacher at Hawthorne and Helen Steiner Rice. This teacher started, well, I'm sorry, I'll leave it there for now.
Motion to approve 10.08.
Discussion?
Just get caught up, we had, just based on class load, class size, we needed to hire another music teacher. Did so last week, which is part of our practice and policy, and we're putting him on the agenda to be approved tonight.
Any other discussion, gentlemen? Roll call, please.
Mr. Demakia?
Yes.
Mr. Ballard? Yes. Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
I'd like the board to consider for approval 10.09, Terrence Meehan as a substitute teacher for Titan College at a rate of $2,166.66.
So moved.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Sturgill?
Yes.
Mr. Ballard? Yes. Mr. Demakia?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
And this is an unusual circumstance. We had a teacher in Titan College who is on extended leave, and we had to hire a teacher who was certified to teach and give college credit. So it's not a typical sub situation. We tried to do it a few different ways. Long story short, the ways we tried to do it were inappropriate. We came up with a way that was appropriate and allow us to keep a seamless transition between teachers. This is a practice that we'll have a plan, a stronger plan moving forward to present to the board.
Roll call, please.
There's no motion.
Yeah, we
Oh,
did-
this is the-
we
this is
did
the
8
walk-on.
and 9. Both of those were walk-on. We had to
Okay,
vote
gotcha.
for
All right.
walk-on, and we've already voted for 8 and 9.
All right,
Okay.
a little behind myself then, thank you. Either way, for a walk-on, you deserve more detail. I'd like the board to consider for approval 11.01 to 11.10. Operations matters.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Demakia?
Yes.
Mr. Ballard? Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
And I'd like the board to consider for approval 12.01 to 12.03. Other matters.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Demakia?
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill?
Yes.
Mr. Ballard? Yes. Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yes. Thank you. And under new business, I have a request, kind of a walk-on. There is a, wow.
Guess somebody doesn't like it up there.
Motion.
There is a workshop being sponsored by the OSBA that takes place this week, which I am considering attending if my schedule allows me, on the top topics in school law workshop. Seems really interesting. Part of it is the top 10 policies for 2016. Discover the top 10 policies boards of education should be discussing and/or adopting this year. Is your board having the necessary discussions? Another one is, in the second half of it, from heroin to medical marijuana, what districts need to know as it relates to staff policies, student policies, what the law says. Also, there's been a lot of, you guys are familiar with Narcan, nasal naloxone, which is the heroin overdose reversal. There's been lots of legislation that was led by Gail Manning that allowed that to be given to first responders. Lots of school districts have considered this, but there's lots of issues regarding liabilities and those things if they're covered by the Good Samaritan law. It is an actual prescription issued to a person, not to a building or space. So there are a lot of discussions on how to create the legislative version that might consider use of that in schools. So interesting things going on. And again, it's nice when we have leadership from our representative person in our district who is really kind of at the front of those initiatives. So I would like authorization to attend that. Any other board members who would like to, it's on Wednesday, October 5th. There is a registration fee, but it fits within all of our pre-authorized board expenses. So I'm making a motion, or I need a motion.
I'll move.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Just make sure when you get back, you update the board on what you think, if you learned and all.
And if you look at their website, there's lots of workshops that keep coming and going.
Yep.
So some good stuff. Roll call, please.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill?
Yes.
Mr. Ballard?
Yes.
Mr. Demakia?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yes. Any other new business? Committee reports and requests from board members.
I don't actually have a report, but as I was mentioning to the superintendent before we started, there was a very interesting story in the Youngstown Vindicator last week regarding the CEO appointed by the state to run the schools. And a matter came up. A developer wants to develop a downtown site as a resort hotel and is asking for a 10-year, 100% tax abatement. In Ohio, that requires not only the permission of the city, but a permission by the school board. And it comes down to who has the authority. And since the law claims that the superintendent, the CEO has the power over the school board, does he? And the interesting comment was not from the CEO or the school people, rather from a representative of the Ohio Attorney General, Mike DeWine, who said in his opinion it would have to end up in court, which tells me what I have thought all along. All this stuff has never been tested, has never been gone in a federal or state court as to whether an appointed body can have power over an elected body. So it may be something interesting we should follow. I do check the Vindicator a couple of times a week, and I just happen to catch it at the right time. So If I hear any more, I'll keep you posted. But we may be dealing with that. And so all the ammo we can get to protect ourselves is what I think we should be doing. Thank you.
Absolutely. Any other comments, requests, discussion? We'll entertain our second hearing of the public. And then I guess we're prepared to announce our next board meeting, which is when? October 17th, 6:30 p.m., right here at our new location. And now I need a motion for adjournment.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Ballard? Yes. Mr. Sturgill?
Yes.
Mr. Demakia?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Wood?
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Have a pleasant evening.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.
Hi, my name is Brandon Tolliver. I'm 16 years old and I am in the 10th grade at Lorain High School. I am a robotics student in Lorain High's Career Technical Education program. Robotics is part programming and part hands-on building. This program taught me how to use a very specific skill set. You get to use a power saw, drill bits, and a CNC machine. You get to use and do stuff that you can't do or use at home. After I started the program, I knew I made the right decision. I really like working with my hands. I like to see myself as an inventor. We program quite a bit of code. Programming codes is basically creating memory thoughts for a robot. You can make your robot do all kinds of things like fold clothes, walk, or even throw frisbees. I learned all of this in Mr. Bogan's class. There are teachers who just read. Then there are teachers who go out of their way to make learning fun. After my truly great experience in the robotics program, I now know what I want to do in my life, and I'm doing it thanks to Lorain High's Robotics Career Tech program.